Hi, guys. I'm just going to start off by saying I've been trying to get you guys an Aquarius cheat sheet message out for a couple days now, and it's been difficult because I know this is a time, as I said on the astrology, that people can be really triggery, but there's like a background, there's like a wormhole with the Aquarius energy too, where you can just get deeply, very easily, very, very quickly in touch with your intuition. So I was going to try and do it, a video about like what meditations you should listen to, or kind of something set up, and it just was not working out for me at all. And when something's not working out for me like that, I know I have to walk away because I'm not getting the right message. And then it's totally moved on to something else. You guys know me, I'm physics. I've been kind of nerding out on that lately again. And I actually was, my head was turned with something to JUDY, who actually leaves messages. Of course, I don't know you personally. I'm so honored that you spend time with me. But it was like a beacon. And one of my guides was showing me her name. And it's actually my owl guide. It's actually my Gish. And then from that little seed, that little beacon, so thank you, JUDY, so much. I have a message for you. So that's amazing too. From that little seed, the rest of what I was supposed to say unraveled. So I'm not usually up at this time in the morning at all, or I try not to be. But just because I wasn't able to get that message out, I actually had a lot of pain in my neck. So earlier in the evening didn't go as well. And now I'm up, and now apparently is the perfect time to put this out to you guys. So I am so honored if you're led here to watch this. I can tell you from somebody that gets synchronistic messages that you'll know it won't be something that I can say or prove to you that will resonate. It will be something that you can actually feel that I say. So if you're watching this message and you end up feeling something that I say, then know that that is how you tell that a message is for you. At least that's how I tell. Some people are very, very literal too, and some messages I get are very literal. But I only say that because Aquarius season is an amazing time to meditate. It is like the time that I'm actually able to see sparks in my meditations, or my meditations just like take off. So I got so much last Aquarius season. So I was really wanting to light that up for you guys. But a couple nights ago, I got something about, like, I had a green light up on my third eye, and I was like, why is my heart chakra light up on my third eye? And it just made sense when I got the JUDY message that I was supposed to remind some of you guys that it's something that you feel when you get a message. It doesn't have, you will feel it, that it's for you, more than like it'll actually connect with just the words. And I know that's true for me. Like something has to be like pretty right on for me to know it's like specifically for me. So I actually have to feel that message. So I feel for some of you that is important. I'm just going to stick my glasses on quick. Okay. So, Aquarius season is all about upgrades. Now, if you are somebody who has been on this path for a little while, you know that before you get upgrades, there's a little rockiness. Like you'll have some kind of struggle, you'll have some kind of plight, you'll have some kind of like something that'll just put you in the funk. Last Aquarius season, actually spent a month just at home. Like I didn't talk to any of my friends. And it was not that I was upset. I was just like, it's like almost like things were buzzy and I had to like ground myself. I had to meditate. Like I was all into all these different, I just had to pull away from people just to kind of go inside myself. So what I'm getting told for the message that I need to give you guys about this season is that if you're not used to things like that, just know that that's what's happening. If you guys suddenly feel like kind of like you gotta back away from the material world a little bit, like that's normal. And yeah, people, if they love you, they will totally ask like, are you okay? Da, da, da. My eldest son is home from college, so he's not used to my Aquarius season experience. So he's been asking a lot lately if like I'm okay, da da da, because I'm just I have a lot of time to be solitude, but it's not because I'm upset. It's actually because I have a lot of energy moving through me, and it's just my way to process that. And I just get amazing insights during this time. And I'm being told that you guys are going to get amazing insights. Now, if you guys are on that path where you are awakening, ascending, like lighting up, I also know that you have personally already had a lot of loss and a lot of chaos and a lot of destruction, and that would be like above and beyond what 2020 brought. So I definitely feel that, and I'm going to acknowledge that for you, because I find that a lot of people that are on this path or on the path of awakening or ascension or whatever you want to call it, like getting in tune with the otherness, getting in tune like with your personal relationship with God, like that doesn't come from outside yourself, that comes from like a deep inside, like that's, you know, you got to kind of be broken loose from the material world before that will actually happen for you. And I think that's a necessity, just because that's what we signed up for when we came here, that we would go through that path. But with that breaking up comes a lot of gifts, because whatever deep pain and trauma and heartbreak you personally went through, you actually become a light for others through that same pain. And that is exactly like what I'm getting, that this message is for. Like I literally cried when I got this message in. I'm like, this may be the most beautiful message like I'll ever give in my life to people. It's just that I know a lot of you are seekers, like a lot of you are newly, maybe for a long time, but some people are newly like interested in astrology or interested in like tarot or interested in like more than like what you can just feel in front of your face. And I know a lot of my little kittens like to say, well, we're not like spiritual and we're not religious, but we believe in that stuff. And I don't put labels on anybody's connection with anything, but all I can say is that once you stop looking at like what is material in front of you and you start questioning beyond, like that's all a beautiful, perfect like twirl of universe and God and spirit, and like you are actually, that is your way, that's your personal path of how to get connected with the otherness and the oneness that we all like share. And I would never like insult you to put a name on your personal journey. Like I would never like say, oh, you're religious, or you know, you just are. But everything like showed up in the perfect way so that eventually we would seek that understanding. So I just want to acknowledge that there's a lot of seekers that are coming into like a time now that like a whole bunch is going to be opening up in front of them. And I know that feeling like can get a little overwhelming. But I do feel like there's a big crack opening coming for you guys in the next month. And you would have noticed like a lot of things, just a lot of synchronicities and stuff just like adding up. It doesn't have to add up to anybody else. Like it just has to make sense to you. So trust in that. I got a message for Judy though, because they pointed me in her direction and she brought me this message. So I do have a personal message for her. Judy, I don't know you personally. But your note, and my guide showed me to your name, so I have to give you energy back for being part of the little trail that brought this message. You have had a lot of hurt, like we all have that are on this journey, like we all have that have come here to do something else, that's specifically to lead. And I feel like you have a seed planted with roots, like already grown. And maybe you just haven't gotten like the confidence to step outside. And I'm like literally being shown like a shell, or like, I think it's Fibonacci's number. Like, I'm literally like honored to talk to you because I have an owl and they're just showing like, sometimes things are scrambled for me. Like you are somehow, I don't know what you're planning or what like the seed is that you're thinking of, but there's something that you're going to do that's actually going to guide like a lot of people. So you're actually going to be like a guide on earth for other people. And I'm getting truth tells. So I want to acknowledge that for you, because I think a lot of times we are shown things and we think, well, I can't do that. And sometimes it takes a lot of other little dots to make you realize that you can, but I'm supposed to fast track you specifically and be like, yeah, you are doing whatever you're thinking of. You're not going to fall. Maybe you thought you were going to fall, or something is going to fall apart. But the things that are shed are to clear your way. And I'm being shown like a message that I did back in March or April. I think it was about all of us like kind of decomposing into the ground, and then like our gifts coming for us, like gifts that we didn't know that we had. I'm actually surprised I got that message back that early. That's funny. But that's what I'm seeing for you. Like you had a deep decomposition, you had a deep breaking of what you thought to be true. But there's a sprout from that, and you know what that sprout is. So thank you, Judy. And that is for everybody else too. I'm actually surprised at like the amount of people that have asked me about things. The amount of very material type people that have asked me about things, like what's going on, like. And that's just so beautiful, because it means that their focus is getting redirected. And I just know that only when your focus is redirected from all the, chaos that likes to consume us, can you start that journey and change. And for that individual that just recently asked me, like, that would be a good change for them. I found from looking at charts that, and from knowing people personally, that a lot of the people that are most sensitive to feelings or emotions are outside influences, like the empaths, like the strong empaths or the psychic people. Like, it's hard when no one explains to you what's going on to actually like deal with all that emotion you're feeling from people. So you either become psychic or something like that, or you become an addict, and that is and that's a truth. So if I feel that message is for somebody, that there's no shame in not knowing how to deal with all of that emotion at once. My daughter just asked me just yesterday, if it was 2 days ago, if it was hard when I did a reading, if it took a lot of energy out of me. And I was like, yeah, but I thought that was like a weird message because my kids don't usually get involved in my stuff. But I know it's harder when you don't know it, when you think those energies are yours, when you think those feelings are yours, those heavy feelings, you don't realize you're getting it from everywhere else. That's very hard to deal with. So you'll learn the difference between your energy and other people's energy. Naturally, you'll be able to start identifying that the more that you do the awakening stuff that's coming up for you guys, and you actually probably won't even have to put any effort into it. It's just, I'm just seeing it like coming forth. Uranus to me is like the branches on a tree, and everyone's antenna just like sprouts up. And then being at Aquarius season and all this stuff going on in Aquarius right now, like it's like more amplified than last year. I try and wear like a Magneto hat so I don't get like certain people's energies that are closer to me, that I don't like I don't impede on privacy or anything. But I know that like it's been a lot going on in people's minds lately. So I really think that the solitude, like the just stepping back that we're all going to be naturally doing because the sun's turning into Aquarius, is in Aquarius now. And the sun represents, like my guru says, the plot. So our attention is going to be drawn to something else. And Aquarius is up and out. So we're going to be drawn to other things. Now, just like I told somebody today, don't make that up and out like TV or like politics or like, because Neptune is in Pisces right now. So you're not going to get the truth off of like the regular news right now. And that is not like any kind of conspiracy theory. That's just like, it's a lot right now, and it would be a lot to take. And you can use the energy of Aquarius to go up and out, to bring a truth back into yourself, to bring a knowing, to like get those channeled messages from like your future self, your higher self, God, guides, whatever you want to refer to them as. Or you can put your focus on the other things, and then it's just kind of a icky electric, like nervousness or jitteriness, and that's not pleasant. There's a much better way to maneuver through this season. And from what I got, you guys are already doing that. So things manifest in the spirit realm before they come to the material. So if you guys are out watching like random videos about astrology or about tarot, like your path is already guiding you naturally. So I don't really have to give you any hacks. I just wanted to talk with you because Things can come in really fast during this season. I know from experience, like you can go from like, there can be a lot of insight. I'll just say that. So just know that that is totally normal. You probably, if it goes so fast, you know, you wouldn't be normal if you weren't questioning your sanity. Maybe just trust me. Google any other channel or medium, and believe me, like when you get into a meditative practice, these things happen, or when you just awaken, these things happen, and you know, you're pretty normal to, like, you wouldn't be normal if you didn't question your sanity. Let's put it that way. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. So there may be turmoil in your life that actually is divinely putting you to a place of being centered, putting you to a place of being apart, putting you into a place of isolation. And that can be very hard to understand, and that can be very hard to deal with. But if you're just, my advice would be to trust, and you're going to be able to feel that. You're going to be able to feel the want to like really know yourself. The first time I ever meditated, when it was still a trigger word for me, there's literally a voice that was like, do you want like a reconciliation with him, or do you want to know yourself? And it's like my higher self like jumped in. It was like, know yourself. Like I didn't even get a chance to answer. I would have made the wrong answer. So let's just say that. And it was like 2019, but whatever. There was something else. I guess I'm supposed to move along with this. There was something else. Okay. So the changes that are occurring around you, the changes that are occurring in the superlative, I don't know why I said the word, that are occurring outside of yourself. I know that a lot of you are so caring and you want to help everybody around you, but each of you have a specific gift and a specific path and a specific way to lead during this time. So that's literally what this whole message is about. Like you guys that are getting all these messages right now, like you guys that are seekers right now are growing on this path, like ascending on this path to help the people that you'll actually be that aren't on this path right now. They're like the people that are so stuck in the material world. There's a happy legend about right now I'm getting reminded of, about how the river, like there's a fast river coming, and you guys are going to go with the river. You guys are going to trust your path. Like that's the most important thing. And you'll be able to feel that. You'll be able to feel a peace when you're down this path. You'll be able to feel a comfort, a groundedness that you won't be able to explain why, but that is you being protected because you're put here for a specific job at this specific time, and that's opening up now. So that's beautiful. But the people that hold on and try and hold on to the material and try and hold on to things that are changing, they're declothed and it's worse than before. But you guys are here to help those that are not able to see the otherness right now. So that's like beautiful for me, because you guys are teachers and you guys will be guides for other people. And I was always told that I would be a tool. I would be a tool to get people to question if there was otherness. And then you guys would go off and do your own little thing from there. But you guys are literally like teachers, like gurus. Like you're going to be able to take your experiences and the pain that you felt in your heart and heal people with that. So that's like such a beautiful thing for me. I'm so honored to give this message because of that. So I know that a lot of you guys are still struggling with healing yourself, and this is really a time for self-nurturing, and you don't have to speak about your experience. It was hard to swallow there. That's why I say that. You don't have to speak about what's going on inside of you right now. When it's your time, like for the big reveal, to come out with your inner Aquarius weirdo, you'll be pushed to that. Like things will just unfold and you will know that this is a time. It's not something that you grab after or you think you have to get done at a certain amount of time. Like the Aquarius video is trying to like mastermind and it just wasn't working out for me. The time that how you guys will know what is for you and you don't even have to worry about it is you'll just be flown there. You'll just be guided there. All you have to be is open to being curious about having a path at all. It's very hard for me to live in this world that I talk about and like actually having like human friends in the material world, because I really try, and they're super, super sweet, and I really try and explain in words that maybe they can understand how I believe everybody has a path, how I have a knowing that everybody has a path, and how everybody's exactly where they need to be at this exact time. And people don't resonate with that. And that's okay with me. But to go through what you guys are going through, and to not have like people that know what you're going through or how you're experiencing things, I just need to acknowledge to you that that's really hard to be a seeker, and not have someone in the physical world that understands that. Now, a lot of people understand my weirdo-ness. Like, I'm not the only person that, like, my dad shows up to or whatever. And I have a very religious family, but it's, it's a different, besides all my mom's sisters who are super psychic. I think one of them's an Aquarius, but they just go with it. But I think it's interesting, though. It's not going to be all segmented like it was for religious people. I'm actually watching so many like biblical like shows where like there's actual like pastors like reading scripture, because I'm finding so much more insight in those words now that I couldn't see before. So that's beautiful. Like to me, Jesus feels like the heart. He's like totally an Aquarius. He's flipping over tables, whatever. He's amazing. But I feel like there's a melding too of more cohesiveness, of understanding that all these things do work together. Because that might be a problem for you and some of your families. And literally, like, I just try and talk like a real human around my friends, and it never works. Like, it never works. They're just used to it. And when you guys are ready to start talking about your things to people around you, like, they're going to see that is your soul's path, your soul's purpose. And they're going to see the shine and the light that comes out of you from that. And they're actually going to be attracted more. Like you shining, being on your soul's path, is going to bring in the people that you need brought in to you. Like Aquarius is all about like our tribe too. And finding your tribe. And so I really hope that cohesiveness is happening, but not in a restrictive manner. Like, I am totally okay with everybody else and their beliefs, and it's actually funny because I really tried to stay out of politics this year just because it's a lot. But there's a lady in our town, in the town over from us, a lady I used to know, who was actually at the Capitol riots. And I've been fighting this message for like 2 days, guys, because I just don't want to get like, I just want to live my happy little life, like in my Aquarius life. But I have a message for her, and it's actually a beautiful message. She's a photographer. It's all about her guides want her to know that she can use that and she has a gift. And if I am like to deliver that to anybody, like, it doesn't matter to me what else they do. Like, I'm able to see people from their soul's potential. Like, so I don't use a lot of labels on people. Like, the people that have hurt me the most, like, I'm still able to see as the most beautiful creatures. And that's a struggle too, because a lot of people don't understand that. And sometimes I have a hard time understanding that. And keeping boundaries and still being able to see people like through the eyes of a child. Like, you can't blame people for things before they learn the lesson. And I'm the same, and none of us are perfect. So that's just all I have to say about that. And let me see if there's anything else for you guys. Just that you guys are like lighting up. And I think you guys are already using your words or your actions to serve other people. And because of your acceptance of that path, things are going to open up more for you. And that's beautiful, because that's really hard to do this year for some people. And my belief is that we all pick the time that we come. We all pick the time that we go. And if you pick to come now and to come out like on that kind of path when everything is so, to be newly on that path or newly coming out on that path when everything is so polarized, like, I just have to think that you're very old souls that like were like, yeah, we got this, no problem. Because my stuff actually went down like before 2020, so I think it was easier for me. I don't think I would have been able to deal with all that at once. So I really have to like bow to you, gurus that are coming now. It's hard to find a safe place to talk to people when you experience these things. And I had a year of 100 gurus last year. Like, a lot of people that like just deeply connected to my heart or deeply gave me a message just randomly. That's how things work. Yeah, I'm sure you see that. And these people, you'll be able to feel if they're safe to talk to. There is safety and like comfort and connection that you can get, even though people are online, even though people can't meet together. Like, I'm getting like antenna messages from people that like haven't even contacted me yet right now. Like, this is Aqua season. If you guys need to reach out, like, definitely I am available for you right now. There's just like a big wave of like energy from you guys coming. And it's so soft and gentle and accepting and understanding. And like, I'm going to start crying again, actually, because the feeling of that is just like beautiful and just like gentle, like just like a supreme gentleness to you guys that could make you feel like you could get hurt. But I'm telling you, that gentleness, that openness, that like love is actually what is being protected for you right now. And there are safe people out there that have already went through this for you. So definitely, I'll start listing my email in the box. If you guys need anything from me, I'm definitely open to you during this time. Like, this is just, I'm so honored to deliver this kind of message for people that would come now. You guys just have such significance. No matter what you're bringing to the world, everybody has a specific job and it all works together. And there's just a softness to you guys, like a fierceness, like a, we know who we are, but a softness. Like a child. I know a lot of you guys come with child wounds, so I want to acknowledge that. But it's that child, that vulnerable child that you're going to have to step forward with, because it's that we need to appear in the world, like somebody who will see things new with child eyes, with wonder, with love, with like acceptance. And I really feel like you guys are healers, like, and that's really gorgeous. So last Aquarius season, I had a lot of rocks. For my heart chakra. So if you guys want to get some like ammonite, or jadeite, or any kind of green rocks, and I just used to meditate with them on me, and it helped me so much, like just move that energy and clear out that energy. And I didn't, so this was a channeled message, but I did get that I should pull out an Animal Ally Gemstone Guardian card for you guys. Maybe that'll resonate. Let me just see. I feel like I have to shuffle this at least once. I don't think I've pulled from these for you guys yet, or anyone. So, anyone want, not personal. And I'm just going to ask to connect with what you guys need. And I thought before I should pull 3. I'm not sure how many I should pull, because everybody would have a different guide or mineral that wanted to help them right now. But whatever one, sparks you would be your one. Could I get a card, please, for them? Whatever's in their book. That's good. No, I want a flipper. There we go. All right. I'm going to have to use a candle, totally, guys. Okay, and we have green kyanite. And it says, do you comfortably recognize your beauty and power? Are you in touch with your inner mystic? Have you remembered your dreams lately? I've been telling everybody that lately, guys. Like, write them down. Place your attention on yourself and be more aware of how beautiful you are. Go within and become the seeker of spiritual wisdom. Make an effort to remember your dreams. Write them down and interpret them. Yes, guys, like, your dreams will bring you messages if you allow that to happen. Believe me, I'm a weirdo. I've been telling everybody that. So that's green kyanite, and then you should have a spirit animal too. It's a swan. I am beautiful. It is safe for me to be powerful in graceful ways. I look within and find spiritual truth and wisdom. I am very grateful that I remember my dreams. and interpret them. Spiritual growth is a daily part of my life. Oh, that's perfect and amazing. Let's see if I can get that. There's the green kyanite. And then the swan. So yeah, that is pretty much in a nutshell what we talked about here, guys. And I'm going to see if I can get one more. And I'm not comfortable like having 5 out. One more, guys, please. Do you have another one? Okay, yellow Jasper. Are you paying attention to details? Do you have a tendency to over scrutinize things? Consider reorganizing and rearranging your home so that you can see what you need to see on all levels. You might be missing something that is right in front of you. It's time to pay attention to the minute details of your life. With focus, you have the opportunity to see other areas of your life with greater clarity. And that is yellow Jasper, which also helps boost your confidence and like your love for yourself and like your inner understanding and like being able to stand as a strong person. And mouse, I am very perceptive and discerning in all areas of my life. I am consciously aware of everything that is going on around me. I comprehend the details of everything that is set before me. I am organized. I create a cozy nest in which to live and learn. Yellow Jasper and mouse. And it's funny, I totally forgot, but I feng shuied my home last year during Aquarius season. And it was just like such a different energy. It was such a nice energy. And it does make everything flow so much better. And I was just going to grab one more. Oh, an octahedron. And I'm being told that the mouse is about the self-analyzation, like not outside yourself, like really looking at your part in things. So I don't know if somebody needed clarity on that. So we have magnetite octahedron. Are you ready to awaken your consciousness? How discerning are you? Are you too judgmental? Do you realize the power of just being? There is great value in going within to sort out your thoughts. Establish the space to make order out of chaos. Gain clarity on the difference between judgment and observation. And then we have bear. It's easy for me to go within and know the truth. I take time for inner reflection. Contemplative thought helps me reveal and process thoughts and feelings. I awaken my awareness through quiet time and meditation. I am a clear channel, and my filters allow my great mental clarity. Okay, you guys, that is significant because, well, first of all, I nerd out to sacred geometry all the time. It's just one of my like, side things. And I've meditated to that. But yeah, just like a church is a sacred space, I found with Aquarius, with all the energy that you'll actually be able to feel, like you might feel tingling and stuff, it's very important to create an intentional space for you to contemplate things, for you to go, for you to purposely look inside yourself, to create that space for yourself, because it sets your intention. And everything happens because of the feeling and the intention that you set forward in your heart. I have teenagers asking me about manifestation, which is adorable and super cute. And So manifestation is just the wanting and the feeling and the loving and the being open to things in your heart. And that's what makes things manifest. If you want to use, I don't particularly like that word. I like to say allow, because I'm like a receptive moon. Well, anyway, yeah, it's important to have a sacred space. Guru says that too. JUDY, my astrology teacher, talks about having a sacred space whenever you're connecting with spirit, because it just shows how important to you that bond is, how important to you that connection is. Like you're setting up something that's different from your everyday world. I know even when we go to the beach, when we don't have incense with, my kids will start a fire, and my little 7-year-old will like put one of the stick ends in the fire and then put it on the beach for incense, because they know that when we burn incense at our beach, we're thanking the lake and the water and just our area for being such a sacred healing place for us. It like make mommy cry tears like when they do things like that. So they're wonderful. Um, yeah. So I just super thank you guys. So for being so amazing like that I would get a message like that, especially during these times when a lot of things have seemed just out of sorts. Um, just know that there's going to be a lot coming in to you guys. And it's because you guys chose this. And don't be afraid. You always have the chance to say no as well. So let's not make a mistake on that. Like you can always reconsider getting this sort of thing going on. And I'm not saying like any of you guys are going to be mediums or tarot people or astrologers or whatever. But you might be, I mean, that'd be amazing too. Or Reiki healers or energy healers or yogis, or I'm not sure what, but just being in touch with the oneness that's inside you, like the part of God and spirit that you can only find inside yourself, will actually get you so much more in tune with the people around you. That no matter what you do and no matter what your path is, like you're just gonna, your whole life will become like a sacred journey. And that's like really the most beautiful thing. So I'm so like honored to give you guys this message. Judy, thank you for being that beacon that Gish showed me. And they want to tell you that you're growing something. I don't know what that is. Like, I'd love to know what that is, but it's going to start small and spread out. And I think that's going to be healing too, because I keep on seeing it like as a shell. And I'm being told like the Fibonacci number too. So everything in perfect alignment happening like that for a reason. And you would know that. It's hurting my head to talk about it though, so maybe that it means something to you, so I'll acknowledge that for you. But you, I feel, are a light. Like the Hermit, my favorite card that brings, goes inside and goes through all this struggle, and it's very Saturnian and it's very like hard and cold, but from your regrowth, then just by being you show the path to others. So yeah, I get a group of amazing people apparently out there. We're gonna have some great big changes, more insight, like crazy upgrades during Aquarius season. So I can't wait to see. Can't wait to see like the change that you guys make in the world. Like I'm super honored to give this message, and yeah, I am gonna be happy to go to bed finally. That I got the aqua message out. I should mention something for the Aquarius times. I find it, for me, easier to use the audio beats that put like one frequency in one ear and one in the other ear, because then your brain actually connects with the wave tone that is like the difference between them. And I find that really gets me into the picturesque meditation stage if you're interested in meditating in that way. Like I use theta waves. It's the same track that I put on the Pisces full moon meditation that I have on this channel from, I don't know, a couple months ago. But other people will have those too for you. Or emailing me and I will send you like an hour-long track of it. You can play it on anything. Thank you guys for spending whatever time it's 2 in the morning with me. And I'm so honored to give you this message. And I'm just going to bring you guys up with the bell here. Different kind of bell that time, guys. I don't know if you, a lot of people don't know exactly where we're going, but just let me assure you that you are going to be shown that between now and March. So maybe that's all you needed to hear out of this whole message. Just confirmation on that you are exactly where you need to be on your path. You're being guided, and you don't have to believe me, but remember it when you're shown that, okay? Namaste, y'all. Have a great night.